at 10:31 a.m. And if you'll all join me with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United
States
States
of America
of America,
and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation under God,
under God,
indivisible,
with
with liberty and justice for all.
for all. Thank you, everybody. If we can get an adoption of this agenda, please.
I make a motion to adopt the agenda for December 9th, 2025 as submitted. This is Karen.
Morning, Karen.
I'll second.
All right, so we've got Karen and Ron, and all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, so item 2 is the reason we're here today. And item A is the opening of the public hearing for fiscal year 2026 revised annual expenditure budget. So I will now call the public meeting to order December 9th, 2025 at 10:32 a.m. for the purpose of the public review of the fiscal year 2026 revised annual expenditure budget. Take it away, Mr. Scott.
At this point, sir, we're just waiting for public comment, but there's none. Did you close it? I'm sorry, did I miss it? I think I lost.
Yeah, they said nobody was in.
Can you hear me? I lost you for a
Yeah.
minute. Did you close the public hearing?
No, I just opened the public hearing.
Okay. So yeah, there's no public comments here today, so.
Okay. All right. Anybody, so I guess we'll close it. All right, so I will move along to this one, and the public meeting for the purpose of public review of the fiscal year 2026 revised annual expenditure budget is closed at 10:33 a.m. Thank you for that. And now we will go along to the action item for this budget and see if Mr. Scott would like to speak
Yes.
on that.
So thanks. We are doing a December budget revision. Primarily, the state required us to notify us in October we had to do one because we were over budget capacity. But when we reviewed their budget form, we determined that they had insufficient data. So we had them correct that data. And actually, our budget is over capacity. Our budget capacity is increasing. Sorry about that. And we were advised to go ahead and do the budget revision anyway, because technically by law they could force us to do what they have on those October numbers. So our budget capacity did go up almost $400,000, and there were some other funds that went up too. So is there any questions regarding that?
I just have a simple one.
Sure.
And by simple, I mean you can give me a simple answer. You don't have to go into a lot of detail. Why was it not correct?
So they did not export what's called our weighted student counts into our October budget report. So it was just a basic funding.
Got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else have questions for James? Okay, hearing none, we can move along to a motion for that agenda item.
All right, I'll make a motion that the governing board of the Wickenburg Unified School District Number 9, having held a public hearing on December 9th, 2025, hereby approve the fiscal year 2026 revised annual expenditure budget as presented.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Sandy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Now, our second, thank you, James. I appreciate the explanation and all the extra work for that. And we'll change it in a couple months. So, action item 4 is reconfiguration of Hacienda Elementary School, and I will turn this over to Dr. Remendini.
Good morning, Mr. Malino, board members. Thank you for letting me slide this in on this board meeting. We actually thought we might be able to make another meeting, but turns out that didn't need to happen. But I think you know that we are currently serving some sixth graders at Hacienda who have IEPs. We don't have a self-contained program at Vulture Peak Middle School, and these students are probably not ready for high school. Typically, we do have a self-contained program at the high school. So any 7th and 8th grader who needs a self-contained IEP would be served at the high school. Right now we're serving 6th graders, and we would like to make that official with the Department of Education and with the school facilities department. That does require board approval. As we were looking at this, we determined that it's probably in our best benefit as the district moving forward to go ahead and ask for a reconfiguration that would allow Hacienda to serve students up through 8th grade, which would serve the purpose of allowing us to serve students who may be coming up that maybe aren't ready for the high school either, that actually are officially 7th and 8th graders. I can tell you this currently, the students that are being served as 6th graders at Hacienda probably will go ahead and matriculate to our self-contained program to the 7th at the high school in their 7th grade year. But should that not work out, this would allow us to serve students in 7th and 8th grade until, we have a better spot for them. This plan also would allow the district to move forward in the future should we ever need to reconfigure Vulture Peak in any way or do anything because of declining enrollment or like that. This piece would already be done. There is no cost to the district, and we do not plan on serving regular education students in 6th through 8th grade at Hacienda for the foreseeable future.
So, thank you, Barbara. A question I have is this going to open it up to, is now Hacienda going to be called K8 or is it still K5?
No, it would still be, well, we could call it a K8. I believe that we would not market it K8 because we're not serving, it's a specific population that we're serving.
Okay.
So it would be
Okay.
only an IEP team determining that we have the program there. And we don't market the high school as a 7 through 12, even though we serve 7th and 8th graders at the high school currently.
Okay. If we did reconfigure Vulture Peak in the future, would this action today take us to make that campus a legal entity for K8, or would we have to do something else?
It would be okay for Hacienda. What would have to happen is there would have to be some work to remove Vulture Peak off of our books and records. And I think anybody's heard any information about that. That's very, that could be detrimental in some ways. It's not just easy, but we would be poised to serve 7th and 8th graders at 6th, 7th, and 8th at Hacienda, but that we would have to do more work for Vulture Peak.
Okay, good, thank you. Anybody else have questions for Barbara?
I just have one. I have one simple one. The principal's certification goes through 8th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That principal certification in Arizona is just a principal certification.
Okay.
Yep. And I'll clarify, I know this wasn't the question, but the students that are being served at Hacienda in the 6th grade, their IEPs are self-contained, so they are only being served by teachers who have a special education endorsement. Does that make sense? So we don't have to have middle school endorsed teachers at Hacienda.
Right, okay.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So the ones that are at Hacienda this year, so the next year they'll go to the self-contained program at the high school?
That is the plan. I'm not on the IEP team and they will reevaluate that. I know when we did this, we knew these students. Yeah, that's the plan. But each year, each IEP team will take a look at what's best placement for them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions? Okay, then we can entertain the motion for this agenda item.
Okay, I will make a motion to approve the reconfiguration of Hacienda Elementary School as submitted.
Second.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Sandy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, everybody, for that. And that does take us to item 5, which is the adjournment.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Susan. All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Opposed? All right. This meeting is adjourned at 10.